Hi YouTube, it's me, Amaretto Mama, coming to you with a quick video. It's been a very long time since I've been on here, but I needed to give an update on my head, where my head is right now. If you guys can remember some months back, almost a year back, I was telling you how my ex was seeing this young lady that we watched grow up and how it just ripped me apart, how everybody knew about it but me, and my own children didn't tell me what was going on. And I was sitting at home waiting for him to get it all out of his system and come back home, and he wasn't coming because he'd fallen in love with this girl. Well, I have been racking my brain with how I'm going to react if I ever saw them two together. Racking my brain on how hurt I thought I was going to be if I ever saw them together. Well, over the last few months, after, he finally told me that we were done and that he was not coming back and that he never told me he was falling in love with this girl. What he said was, well, after you've been with somebody for some time, you tend to fall in love with them. And I heard it, but I didn't hear it. I didn't hear him say that. I heard him say that, but I didn't, what am I trying to say? Ugh! I heard him say it, but I didn't want to hear him say it. That's the truth. I didn't want to hear him say that, so I blocked it out. Well, time has gone on, and him and I have had little chances to talk. Not much. He's blocked me from his phone. He doesn't answer my calls anymore. I can text him and he'll answer me, but he doesn't answer my phone calls anymore. And he was telling me how he is trying to start a ministry and how he was kicked off of one ministry because he was living in sin with this young lady. He told me that one time. Then when we saw each other again, he told me the story again, how he was kicked off of one ministry because he was living in sin with this girl. Then the third time when I saw him, he told me the same thing, how he was kicked off of this ministry because he was living in sin with this girl. So I thought about something. I thought, well, he said that, he told me in a roundabout way that he's in love with this girl. He told me that without telling me that. So maybe he's trying to tell me something else without telling me what he's trying to tell me right now. So I took a breath. And I asked him, we were on the phone, and I just asked him, so what are you going to do about your ministry? How are you going to have a ministry and you're living in sin with this young lady? I said, are you all getting married? And he said, well, we've talked about it. We're thinking about it. And I had already known that because my daughter mentioned it. And I expected to be really hurt when he finally told me that he was thinking about marrying this young lady. But I wasn't. I wished him the best. I told him that I wished him the best. I said, I only want happiness for you. And he said, well, that's all I want for you too. That's not true. I don't think that's true. I don't think he gives one hoot about how I feel. But I know I care about how he feels. And he might care how I feel, but not really. But anyway, so today, I went to go pick up my daughter because we were going to my sister from another mother's baby shower for her son. And she said, well, Mom, my dad and so-and-so are on their way over here. They want to see the baby. I said, okay, that's fine. I said, well, I'll be over there to pick you up at 2:30. She said, oh, okay. I said, you should have told them I was coming. She said, well, I'll tell them when they get here and they'll leave before you get here. I said, okay. So 2:30 comes around. I call her. I said, I'm not going to make it at 2:30. I got to run to Detroit to get some stuff. So I had to leave from my house in Woodhaven to go to the other house in Detroit to get the present that I had left in my car because I'm using my son's car. And I called her and said, well, I'm on my way. And it was only It was only 2:45, almost 3 o'clock, so I was only delayed 30 minutes. But when I got there, I saw his car in the parking lot. Heart started racing. Mind you, I had already been praying to God that He give me strength to deal with this, right? So I saw the truck. I mean, his whatever car, kind of SUV that is. I saw that parked in the parking lot when I got to my daughter's apartment. And I rang the buzzer. They let me up. And when I got at the door, I heard my grandbaby crying, and I heard his voice, my ex's voice. So me being me, as soon as they opened the door, I was like, what y'all in here doing to my grandbaby? And I saw him hiding behind the door, kind of like, but he let me in. I gave him a little dap. And as I got around the corner, I saw her. And I looked at her, and I said her name, and I reached out my hand to shake hers. She jumped up and gave me a big old hug. And I looked at her and said, I haven't seen you since you was a little girl. And that's how that conversation went. Then I picked up my baby, talked to him, tell Grandma all about it, and he stopped crying. My ex was like, oh, he just shut right up for you. I was like, this is my grandbaby. This is my grandbaby. It's our grandbaby, but it's my grandbaby. And he just laid on my shoulder and went to sleep. This shoulder right here has put so many babies to sleep. It soothes so many babies. But anyway, so I don't know how I feel right now. I saw them together. My biggest fear was seeing them together. I thought that I would just die if I ever saw them together. But I didn't die. And I'm only a little upset. I'm not hurt like I thought I would be. I'm not devastated like I thought I would be. I'm almost, un poquito, just a little bit, almost accepting of it. I got to accept it because it is the way it is. It is what it is, right? So that's my update. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. This might just be for my own personal thing to look back, to see the difference on how hurt I was back then to how right now I'm not hurt at all. You know, I wish the best for him. I do. I wish the best for him. I wish the best for myself too. You know, I'm sad and lonely right now, but I don't wish that on him. Wait a minute. Am I sad and lonely? I'm not lonely. I'm not sad. Wait a minute. Let me think about this. Am I sad and lonely? I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I'm not exactly sad either. I am changing. I'm changing. I no longer feel that hate, anger, and hurt, pain, and shame anymore. Everybody in the whole wide world knows that they've been together for several years. I just learned out about it less than a year ago. So I'm no longer in the dark. And yeah, I'm okay. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. And I'm just going to continue living my life, continue improving myself, continue doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'll find love again, I'm sure. Love will find me, I'm sure. Yep. Everything's good. I'm Amaretto Mama, letting the whole world know that I am okay. Yeah. My worst fear, well, turned out to be not so bad after all. That's something how we do that to ourselves. We always make things worse in our heads, worse than they really are. We always take a little thing and make it into this giant molehill. And you know what I'm trying to say, but I'm okay. All right, this is Amaretto Mama letting the whole wide world know that I am okay. All right, goodbye.